Hello, this is Pastor Rick, and I want to welcome you to this special edition of the Sunday Forum for this Sunday, June the 25th. It's the summer, and so this is the special summer edition, what we're calling Table Talks during the summer, where we lift up important theological or moral issues that we can discuss at home. We're discussing them together, but at home because we don't have the time after worship to do it at church. Last week we started this series with golfing in the kingdom of God, and we're going to continue with this second episode entitled Shopping in the Kingdom of God. Shopping in the Kingdom of God. And I raise up this topic because I've noticed in my own life that shopping has become more complex morally and politically. It used to be that I would just hunt around for the best deals where I went shopping. But now I find that friends and family and people at church will criticize where I shop because the shopping is tied, again, with these larger moral and political issues. Let me give you an example. So I go to Chick-fil-A. Why do I go to Chick-fil-A? Because I love their spicy chicken sandwich. I love it. So much that I'll wait in long lines at Chick-fil-A to get that sandwich. And I mentioned this kind of in a joking type of way to several friends last week, and I got criticized from the left and from the right. First of all, there was a more politically progressive friend who said, "How can you shop at Chick-fil-A? By buying that spicy chicken sandwich, you're supporting a conservative, radical agenda from the owners of Chick-fil-A. You know that, right?" And I went, "Yeah, but I like this spicy chicken sandwich." Then came a conservative friend who said, "You can't shop at Chick-fil-A because they've gone woke. They now have an HR department which promotes diversity training for their staff and employees. You can't go there any longer." But I like the spicy chicken sandwich. And so now, what's more important? The morality, the politics that I associate with the right or the left, or just that pragmatic hunger for my favorite chicken sandwich? Now, it's not just Chick-fil-A, but it seems to be now everywhere we go in Florida and in the United States that shopping is tied with these morally complex areas of our life. For example, do you go to Disney now? That's become now a political football around being woke or being sensitive to people's issues. Seed to Table here right next to the church. Now we know if you go shopping at Seed to Table, that owner also owns a restaurant, a little cafe here right next to church where I like to go, called Food and Thought. You can sit outside, you can have a coffee, you can have something to eat. It's a great place to meet people from church. Oh, but now I hear some people won't go there with me for a cup of coffee because of the politics of the owner of Seed to Table, who owns that. And some say I just can't go there and support that business because of the politics behind it. Also, Wells Fargo used to be my banker, and many people criticize that because of the corruption of their managers. They're always paying fines because of their bad practices. Or the VW that I used to drive. Yeah, they cheated on all those admission tests, and that was conscious cheating of the American laws and regulations. Now if I go to Target, what does that mean? They've become fraught, especially here during Pride Week. Is that now shopping, or is it shopping tied with certain political stands that they've used to extend their audience, to extend their clientele? Ben & Jerry's, if I'm eating ice cream, am I tied to their politics as well? Or do I just like their ice cream? And I could go on with Starbucks cups, as we know during Christmas, will always be challenged because they don't say Merry Christmas, but on their cups, it's always that red cup with Happy Holidays. They eliminated the Christian message. We can add that. I went to another restaurant called The Mission here in Naples. And there it wasn't just about brisket, pulled pork sandwiches, and great ribs, by the way, great meat place, I suggest it. But they tie their whole product with the flag, with being patriotic, with a response to 9/11. And I felt good when I saw all the decorations there at the Mission, but I know anytime you tie your product with patriotism, that can cut both ways. Just they asked the NFL when one of their players would kneel in front of the flag. So, my point being, now wherever we go, it's not just the products that we're buying, it's a morality that we're having to judge. Can I shop here because of the politics and morality of the place? Even when I go to Publix, right? The good news is they're always asking me to give donations when I pay for the food, donations to a local charity. That's good. But then my daughter says, don't use all those plastic bags, Dad. You can't ruin the environment just because you're lazy and you buy all those trash bags. All right, so what do Christians do? First of all, we have to realize that we as a people have encouraged businesses to be not just about the bottom line, but to lift up social good. And so businesses have responded, tried to make good products, but also to do socially beneficial things. But when they do, then we get two responses. One are the cynics who say, well, businesses really aren't about morality, they're just about marketing themselves to the public. Business should just be about profit, not about social good. Those are the cynics. But others are saying, no, I kind of like that local businesses are trying to brand themselves to lift up the social good and do morally good things in society. And so you got those two extremes. Where do you fit in as a Christian? When you go shopping, well, first of all, a couple suggestions. One is don't get caught in those extremes of just cynicism or just all pro whatever socially. There is a big middle ground about how we approach businesses and what we expect from them morally, how they treat their clientele. Do they make good products? Are they moral in how they handle the clients or in how they are hospitable to us? Those are the key issues that we take a look at as Christians, but there is no safe place. There are no pure products, and that's my second point. There are no pure products. Every time we go shopping, it's going to be fraught with moral complexity. That's just the nature of life. It's not just simple, pragmatic, I'm just going to buy my spicy chicken sandwich and there are no moral issues involved. No. It's always a fraught moral tale. And so, as Christians, we know there's no pure place to be. The law will not save us. Buying a spicy chicken sandwich or not buying it does not bring me favor with God, but acting out of faith. And as we know as Lutheran Christians, two things are important there. Freedom to make the decision, but also then how does shopping at a store or not shopping help the neighbor? So we're always asking, again, I'm not winning God's favor, I already have that through Jesus. But now how do I best serve the neighbor? And with that, we jump into our shopping in the kingdom of God in all its complexities. As Luther said, you sin boldly, move forward, do your shopping, but then believe more solidly still. And so that's how we move forward in shopping in the kingdom. Blessings to you as you try to navigate all that shopping out there in the kingdom of God. Thanks for joining us on the Sunday Forum. Bye-bye now.